Hi there. In this short video, I'm going to show you all the global configuration that you need to add to a core switch when it comes to spanning tree. As you know, spanning tree is one of the common protocols you need to enable in a switching environment, especially in a campus networks, and you need to make sure like these global settings are replicated across all the switching nodes that you have. So let's start. So I'm assuming I have a core switch 1 and I'm gonna proceed with the configuration of rapid spanning tree. So the first command that you need to do is enable rapid spanning tree, and as you can tell, most of the switches will have some sort of a spanning tree running by default, but it's best to configure what is best for your environment. Rapid spanning tree is one of them. There is multiple spanning tree protocol. There's a common spanning tree. There's PVST only spanning tree. So all that I have covered in a lecture in Udemy. So you can basically, if you want to brush off your knowledge in rapid spanning tree and in spanning tree, please see my course in Udemy. So the second command here is spanning tree port fast PBDU guard default. Basically, this tells the switch to enable PBDU guard in all port fast switches and ports. So there you go, port fast PBDU default. The other one that is important to include is loop guard default. Loop guard default basically tries to prevent alternate and root ports from becoming designated ports. So this is another important command that you need to include. Um, the other command that I would always recommend is a spanning tree PBDU filter default, because you don't want your edge ports that are connecting to laptops, devices, and nodes to basically receive a PBDU that has a higher priority than what the switch is using. That will basically then trigger something called TCN and topology change notification on the environment, and that causes a lot of problems. So this will prevent that from happening. And the last but not the least is if your switching environment has uplinks and trunk links that are based on fiber ports, then you need to apply the command UDLD enable. What it does is UDLD basically monitors the bidirectional communication in fiber optic links, and this is a best practice is to enable UDLD from get-go, because you never know. Even though if you are in a copper environment, you may have an uplink in the future that will need a fiber connection. So here you go. These are the commands that you need to apply at the global settings of a core switch, and you can actually proceed these global configuration in an access switch as well. I hope this benefits anyone who will be configuring their switching environment. Thank you very much.